So as usual, we'll begin by simply noticing that you are aware of your experience, or this experience is aware. So we're recognizing immediately, we're recognizing that awareness. We're noticing the knowingness. That same knowingness that allows us to notice anything. Including thoughts. So then we'll simply explore, and notice this in your own experience, and you might use different words, but we'll simply explore the qualities of that presence, that knowing awareness in our experience. And if the thoughts come along, we can recognize as well that the thoughts are also appearing in or made of this knowingness, made of this pure, present, awake awareness. We're not going to struggle with the thoughts, we're just going to recognize them. They're qualities, and the qualities are that they're appearing as this wide awakeness. They are noticed, they're known, they are aware. Or at very least what you are is aware of them. So this present knowingness is here, inherently. Any thought you can experience about yourself, or what you are, or where you are, we're only aware of due to this inherent knowingness. Nothing in our experience is not known by awareness right now. It's immediate. It's all-encompassing. It's alive, it's clear, it's just so. And there is, although there's movement in it, including thought, so to speak, the space of awakeness in which the thoughts and the forms appear and seem to move and change is still. Is untouched by the movements that appear within it, and is inherently always free, is inherently always at peace. So we're going to relax our attention into this, that hopefully you're connecting with this in your own experience. And then we're going to observe, if this happens, what seems to take us away from or obscure that simple, self-confirming experience of present, awake, free aliveness. So let's just sit for a minute and just observe what the mind does. And we can be attentive to this space by asking, what will be the next movement of mind? What will be the next thought? So what's happening in mind if this experience is effortless, if it's clear, and if we can relax into that, then we can just stay with it. But if you feel like there's something coming up that's conflicted or struggling or distracting, and this is going to come up in the form of thought, or feels like there's a real me here trying to get something that's not already this, trying to change or get something out of, in a personal way, this experience, to get a more clear or more clear or more awake or more enlightened experience. Sorry, I'm gonna have to stop here. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry, there's some work drama going on. The problem with being a manager is that you can't just leave work and not take it home with you. The responsibility, I mean. So that we'll see if we can relax more and more into this simple experience of what's already here. Not what this should be, or what's coming in terms of a more awake experience, but simply what is inherently already the case. What this already is, without having to change it, without having to add anything to it or take anything away from it. Because when we try and look for an experience that's less cluttered with thoughts, we're only adding another thought to that experience. When we become interested in the substance of thought, what the thought is made of, which is the substance of everything else, then that distinction, that separation falls away. The definition between thoughts and thoughtlessness blurs. And we can relax more and more into simply this. So again, with our open attentiveness in this present immediacy of being, we'll ask again, what will be the next thought? And now we'll notice that when we ask that question and we relaxing away from a narrative version of reality into a clear and present, direct experience of this. We can now ask, what do I feel like I am in this moment? Do I feel like something here observing my experience separate from it? Do I feel that in some way apart from my experience relating to it? Monitoring this, checking into a subjective position to assess what's going on and see, is this enlightenment, is this mind identification? We're going to become interested in that subjective position. Not in thoughts, in the feeling. We're going to go with the feeling of it. Where do I feel like I am? In relation to my experience. We can do this in the thought space, so to speak. We can do this with any of the senses, or with all of them simultaneously. Where do I feel like I am in relation to my experience? Most of you will be more interested in the thought experience. And what am I that is experiencing, that is aware of whatever is here, is aware of this here-ness, this being, this isness? Can I find that me? So rather than looking for a better objective experience that I can relate to as the experiencer, or a better state of thoughtlessness that I can relate to as the thinker, as the one in the centre, we're going to become interested in that one. Is there an assumption going on here? Is there a belief there that at the core of all this, that for some of you might be making this frustrating or uncomfortable, or feel fruitless, because I'm not getting anything out of it? What beliefs am I buying into about what this is, or what this needs to be? And what is it that's at the core of those beliefs? Because you hear all the time that enlightenment is simple. Enlightenment is already the case. You hear all the time that it's too simple to grasp, that you're already awake. Am I telling myself a story? Am I buying into a belief that says that this isn't already enlightenment, this isn't already perfection? Is what you are apart from the thoughts? Where are you in that thought experience? Because if we have our attention in the senses, and we can do this now, so if you have your eyes closed, open your eyes. And this applies to a specific stage of this, but feel the sensations, hear the sounds, the body sense, the sight, and we can ask, where am I? And it may be obvious that I'm here. I know I am here, and it's simple, it's self-confirming. Now we can close the eyes and go into the space of thought and ask, where am I in this thought experience? Where is the I in this thought experience? See if you can find it other than a thought talking about it, or a thought narrative with the context as, I know I'm the thinker. See if you can find it. If what you are is inherently already here, self-evidently, do we need to find it? If true nature is what this is what you are, do we need to find it? What do we need to do to get more directly in touch with that? You could maybe say, the distractions can cease, or we can see the belief that is suggesting we have to get something, or we're not already complete. You let go of that belief, and those distractions and those beliefs appear as concepts in the mind. But the key is the felt reality of the one who believes them. The felt reality of the one relating to the thought experience, looking for a more quiet mind. By thinking about it. If we can be in touch with this just here-ness, this already so-ness, that is self-evident and self-confirming in reality, wide awake and still, present and aware, then in that we can start to relax these distractions and become much more interested directly in what this already enlightened experience actually is, which is here for you right now and doesn't need to be confirmed in thought or in narrative. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go now. Apologies for the interruption, but let me know how you get on and I'll talk to you next time.